till you see the core side of it.
And what you're looking for is a story behind the news.
We bring it to you from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Giving you all sides and political stories round the clock.
Every detail from the start line to the final whistle.
CoreTV News, expanding your view.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on CoreTV News on the Hour. I am Ebulomo Adekunle. A former governor of Ekiti State and the People's Democratic Party candidate Ayo Fayose has emerged the winner of the state's governorship election held yesterday. Fayose got majority votes in all the 16 local government areas announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission. The three major contenders in the Saturday poll were the governor of the state, Kayode Fayemi of the All Progressives Congress, Bamidele Okpeyemi of the Labour Party, and Fayose. There had been palpable tension around the state before the results were announced. Supporters of the candidates and residents warned INEC against manipulating the results of the election. They warned against a repetition of what happened at the Riren governorship poll in 2009 when the then resident electoral commissioner Ayoka Adebayo made a volte-face and announced Shegwoni of the PDP as winner. Here are the election results. F1 local government area, APC had 3,442 votes, Labour Party 358, PDP 5,335. Oye, APC had 10,176 votes, Labour Party 512, PDP 11,200. Ileje-Meje, APC had 3,336, Labour Party 165, PDP 3,670. Ikere, APC had 7,989, Labour Party 585, PDP 16,197. Ikole, APC had 8,804, Labour Party 1,259, PDP 14,238. Ekiti Southwest, APC 6,746, Labour Party 1,413, PDP 11,038. Ijero, APC had 9,348, Labour Party 1,554, PDP 13,814. Ifelodun, APC 6,834, Labour Party 3,555, PDP 13,038. Emure, APC had 4,332, Labour Party 1,527, PDP 7,086. Ekiti East, APC had 8,584, Labour Party 884, PDP 12,498. Moba 7,994 for APC, Labour Party 1,000, PDP 8,878. Boy, APC had 8,138, Labour Party 714, PDP 11,046. Ise, APC had 5,809 votes, Labour Party 600 votes, PDP 10,136 votes. Ekiti West, APC had 7,860 votes, Labour Party 884, PDP 10,702. Idosi, APC had 7,134, Labour Party 1,182, PDP 13,045. And finally, in Ado-Ekiti local government, APC had 13,927 votes, Labour Party 2,065, while PDP had 41,169. Ekiti State's Governor Kayode Fayemi has thanked the people of Ekiti for their support during the governorship election while congratulating the victorious candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Ayodele Fayose. Governor Kayode Fayemi, who promised to work with the newly elected governor of the state to continue to move the state forward, called on all sons and daughters of Ekiti to come together after what it described as times of divisive electioneering campaign.
About 30 minutes ago, I spoke with my brother, Mr. Peter Ayodele Fayose, congratulating him on his victory. In a few hours from now, on Monday morning, I will be meeting the governor-elect to discuss the future of our dear state and how we would work together to institute a smooth transition program. It has been a hard-fought election. As expected, in the course of the campaign, there were unsavory episodes as the candidates toured the nooks and crannies of the state to sell ourselves to our people. Elections tend to be highly divisive affairs that often see brother rising against brother. Despite our diverse party affiliations, and regardless of which way we voted on Saturday, we must remember that we're all sons and daughters of Ekiti State. Ekiti remains ours to build together. On our part, over the course of the campaign, we presented our scorecards before the people of Ekiti State. We never at any point took your support for granted. We campaigned, we canvassed, and we traversed the nooks and crannies of this state. Our performance and achievement in office will remain the backdrop against which the next government, and indeed future governments, will be assessed. We are proud that with the support of Ekiti people, we have raised the bar of excellence in governance.
The governor-elect of Ekiti State, Peter Ayodele Fayose, has thanked all indigents of Ekiti and all Nigerians, including the Independent National Electoral Commission, for a job well done. The newly elected governor of Ekiti State made this known in a call into CoreTV special coverage of the election tagged 2014 Ekiti Elects, and added that he is humbled by the faith shown in him by the people of Ekiti, while also confirming that the incumbent governor, Kayode Fayemi, has called to congratulate him and thanked him for his magnanimity, promising to work with him and all other stakeholders for the continued progress and prosperity of Ekiti State.
Governor Kayode Fayemi, my brother and others that we contested together, let them know that this 4 years will be 4 years of all in government. There will be no winner, no loser. Dr. Fayemi has called me early hours of this morning to concede the faith. And I will see him tomorrow, hopefully, for us to let the public know that we are together, irrespective of our path.
President Goodluck Jonathan has congratulated the governor-elect of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, on his victory in Saturday's governorship election in the state. A statement from the presidency indicates that President Jonathan also commended the Independent National Electoral Commission, the security services, and Ekiti people on the success of the process. The president, however, wants Fayose to be humble and magnanimous in victory, as well as commit himself to forming an administration that will advance the interests of the people, irrespective of their political affiliations or loyalties. He also assured Fayose that the federal government will give his incoming administration all necessary support. Deputy Senate President Ike Ekwueme has described Ayo Fayose's victory as an important win for the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the Southwest. He also stressed that the free and fair electoral processes that threw up the winner was vital for the growth of democracy in the country. Senator Ekwueme extolled the incumbent governor, Kayode Fayemi, for his developmental efforts, but called on him to join hands with the winner in the interest of the state. Observers monitoring the governorship election in Ekiti say there was tremendous improvement in INEC's conduct of the poll. The observers urged the commission to put in place all logistic arrangements for the August 9 governorship election in Osun State. 29 domestic and foreign observer groups were accredited by INEC for the elections. President of Women Arise, a non-governmental organization and accredited observer group in the election, Joe Okey-Odumake, says the INEC had greatly improved on its performance. She advised INEC not to rest on its oars, but to do more to attain perfection in handling the nation's electoral process. Also speaking, the head of Research, Policy and Advocacy Youth Action Initiative Africa, Samson Itodo, says the Ekiti poll opened a new vista for elections in the country. Itodo pointed out that there were more voters and local government areas in Osun compared to Ekiti, adding that INEC must take this into consideration in its arrangements. He, however, advised political parties which participated in the election to refrain from inciting the people, but to accept the result or seek redress in court. Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka described as unconstitutional the restriction of Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi and Edo State Governor Adams Oshiomhole from attending the final mega rally of the All Progressives Congress in the state. Soyinka added that the unresolved issue of the abducted girls is causing an embarrassment for the country in the international community. Omatayalo has details.
Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka has called for legal action against the mastermind behind stopping constitutionally elected governors from getting involved in pre-election activities of their party.
It's about time we abandon the language of orders from the top. It's about time. We want specifics. Who gave orders like that? Is it the chief of army staff? Is it a general somewhere? Is it the Korofo, as they call them, the military police? I mean, enough is enough. Amici has a name, Oshiomhole has a name, Nyako has a name, Fayemi has a name. Why is it that those who prevent them exercising their citizen rights do not appear to have names? Always orders from the top. Sometimes we don't even know whether the top is wearing trousers or is wearing a skirt. This is what happened in Rivers State. And now once again, I have orders from the top to stop you at all costs. I mean, what kind of a language is that? The military is being paid from the public purse. The military has no business taking sides in a political election.
According to Wole Soyinka, Nigerians will not accept the misuse of the country's military facilities for baseless escapades while pressing issues are left unattended.
I think, first of all, the legislative houses must wake up to their duties. They must wake up to their duties. There has to be a commission of inquiry about what actually happened. And we want names. We don't want an anodyne kind of exercise, no. We want a specific an investigation that is specific. I want to know who's responsible, who gave orders. We want these people to be called to give evidence. Then, of course, I think that all these governors should sue for the violation of their human rights.
Soyinka also says that the government should do everything in its power to rescue the innocent children from the clutches of the inhuman Boko Haram sect. He added that it would be an international shame if the abducted children are not brought back.
The military should be used for intensified work, specialized work in bringing back the girls, not in harassing governors. Yes, we all want to be able to pose with our daughters, our children, and I'm very happy for the president that he could do that on his Facebook. But simultaneously, he must use some of that energy, some of that time, that thoughtfulness in ensuring that the military is posted in the places where they're really needed, not in preventing, not in any act that might be interpreted in any way as preventing his mission, which is the upholding of the Constitution. What happened in Ekiti was a violation of the Constitution.
Soyinka further charged Nigerians to exercise their right to speak out and take legal actions when unfairly treated, saying if people keep silent, such inhuman events will continually be repeated. Omotayo Alo, CoreTV News, Lagos.
The Federal Airports Authorities of Nigeria reveals it has intensified special security check of individuals and vehicles accessing all the nation's airports. The General Manager, Corporate Affairs of FAN, Yakubu Dati, who made this known in Lagos, says that the authority was committed to securing the airports and their users against terrorism. He warned that all persons found loitering around any of the nation's 22 airports would be arrested and prosecuted. Dati added that the strict security measures were being taken to check the menace of touting and terrorism. He also wants that all illegal structures around airport runways, particularly in Lagos area, would be demolished. Following this development, all airlines have been advised to ensure the compliance of all their passengers and staff with safety regulations and security procedures. You're watching CoreTV News on the hour. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more. Don't go away.
CoreTV News now provide a platform for live coverage of political rallies and electioneering campaign from anywhere in Nigeria. Political news stories, political editorial reviews, political discussions, personality profile, People's Parliament from the National, State and Local Government Assembly. Contact us now on 0803-471-8550 or 0803-724-9733. 01453-3407.
Our 24-hour news station. You can now watch CoreTV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to CoreTV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click CoreTV, leave a space, then News. CoreTV News, our 24-hour news station.
Thank you so much for being there with us. And for more information on our news and other programs, you can visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/CoreTV News. Our Twitter handle @CoreTV News NG. Our videos on YouTube, youtube.com/CoreTV, leave a space, then News. Outside Nigeria, supporters of Afghan presidential candidate Abdullah marched through Kabul to protest against alleged fraud in last week's election, escalating tension in a political stalemate threatening the country's first democratic transfer of power. More than 1,000 protesters gathered in the city for the largely peaceful demonstration, but the United Nations warned that any street violence could lead to a spiral of instability. Abdullah had boycotted the election vote count, pitching Afghanistan into a crisis as NATO combat troops withdraw from a 13-year war against Taliban insurgents. The former foreign minister accused his poll rival Ashraf Ghani, outgoing President Hamid Karzai, and election authorities of committing fraud to deny him victory. Demonstrators took to the streets, shouting slogans and carrying banners that say fraudsters should be put on trial. Abdullah says he now considers the election authorities illegitimate and has alleged that in several provinces there were more votes than eligible voters. French President François Hollande says that centre-left EU leaders back Jean-Claude Juncker's contentious candidacy to head the European Commission. After talks in Paris with 8 other European social democratic leaders ahead of an EU summit this week, Hollande says they were supporting Juncker to become president of the bloc's powerful executive body in Brussels. Hollande met Italy's Prime Minister Matteo Renzi and the leaders of Austria, Belgium, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Malta, Romania and Slovakia. Moves to hand the post to Juncker, a long-serving Luxembourg premier and EU insider, have triggered bitter disputes seen in Europe since the height of the euro crisis. The row is set to dominate the 2-day summit of all 28 EU leaders, with Britain's Prime Minister David Cameron vowing to fight Juncker's appointment until the end. The British leader sees Juncker as a federalist who will not adopt reforms needed in the 28-member bloc. And that's the news for this time. Do join us again at 5 o'clock for more. Thank you for watching. I am Ebulomo Adekunle.